Elon Musk is once again raising alarms, this time about a potential event that could have global implications. He predicts that Betelgeuse, one of the largest stars in our galaxy, is on the verge of exploding in just 2 weeks. Moreover, he warns that its effects could be felt much closer to home than previously thought, particularly in areas of New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. Scientists have monitored Betelgeuse for years, but Musk's specific timeline has left many wondering, could this cosmic event fundamentally change everything? What insights does Musk possess that the rest of us might not be aware of? Are we on the brink of witnessing a cosmic explosion in just 2 weeks? Elon Musk has a knack for making headlines, but his latest claim has the world bustling about a possible stellar explosion that could impact parts of the northern east of the United States. The star in question, Betelgeuse, is a red supergiant that has captivated scientists for years. Musk's startling assertion that Betelgeuse is about to go supernovae has raised eyebrows and sparked curiosity about the possible implications for Earth. Let's delve into the Betelgeuse, one of the brightest stars visible to the naked eye. If you have gazed above the Orion constellation, you might have noticed that reddish star making hunters shorter. However, don't be misled by his tranquil appearance. Betelgeuse is a colossal entity, approximately 700 times larger than our Sun. According to Musk and some experts, it might soon become the stage for one of the most breathtaking astronomical events we could ever witness, a supernova. Musk's predictions isn't entirely baseless. Discussions within the scientific community regarding Betelgeuse's instability have been ongoing for some time. This red supergiant has exhibited peculiar behavior, dimming and brightening in unusual cycles that have captured astronomers' attention. One notable instance occurred in 2019 and early 2020, when Betelgeuse dimmed significantly, making it easily visible to the naked eye. This sparkled excitement and speculation among scientists, many of whom suggested that the star might be nearing the end of its life cycle. Given Betelgeuse's massive size and ancient age, it seemed a fitting candidate for a supernova. However, scientists have closely monitored the star. No one anticipated that a specific timeline for its explosion would emerge until Elon Musk made his startling announcement. He claims that Betelgeuse could explode in just 2 weeks, transforming one of the greatest mysteries of physics into a countdown. Musk's assertion finds some support in the scientific community, stirring up further intrigue. Renowned theoretical physicist Michio Kaku has also weighed in on the fate of Betelgeuse, suggesting that his time may be running out. However, Kaku takes a more cautious stance. While he argues that a supernova could be imminent, he doesn't foresee any direct consequences for Earth, unlike Elon Musk, who warns a possible impact. So, what exactly happens when a star goes supernova? Essentially, a supernova marks the dramatic death throes of a massive star. When a star like Betelgeuse exhausts its fuel, it can no longer support itself against gravitational forces, leading to a core collapse. This collapse triggers an explosion so powerful that it can be briefly outshine entire galaxies when Betelgeuse eventually goes supernova. It could shine as brightly as a full moon and might be even visible during the day. An incredible sight, to be sure. However, things take a more concerning turn with Musk's predictions. He suggests that the explosion might have a direct impact and potentially devastating effects on Earth. In this scenario, Betelgeuse's explosion could release enough radiation and energy to disrupt regions of the United States, specifically New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey. Musk posits that gamma rays and cosmic rays, types of high-energy radiation, could travel through space and impact our planet's atmosphere, potentially disrupting satellite communications, electrical grids, and even posing health risks to those exposed to high doses of cosmic radiation. While this sounds like something out of a disaster movie, it's essential to keep in mind that Betelgeuse is located approximately 640 light-years away from us. The significant distance is why most scientists don't believe the explosion will pose a direct threat to Earth. Still, the notion sparks discussion, especially with someone like Elon Musk raising alarms. Let's explore why Betelgeuse is such a significant star. It resides in the Orion constellation, which has played a prominent role in human storytelling and mythology for centuries. And its brightness and its size make it one of the most easily observable stars in the night sky. For astronomers, it serves as an excellent candidate for study, providing valuable insights into the life cycles of a star. Unlike our Sun, which will quietly burn for billions of years before fading away, Betelgeuse is a cosmic tickling bomb. Supergiants like Betelgeuse live fast and die young on a cosmic scale, and it has reached the end of its life cycle, poised for collapse. The lingering question has always been, when? In late 2019, something unusual occurred. Betelgeuse, typically bright, began to dim significantly. It dimmed to such an extent that people noticed it with the naked eye, leaving scientists puzzled. Could this be an indication of Betelgeuse was nearing its supernova phase? The speculation was widespread until the star began to brighten again in early 2020. While some scientists believe these fluctuations are part of the star's normal cycle, others think that the signal that its death may be approaching sooner than expected. We must acknowledge that predicting when a star will go supernova is notoriously challenging. The timeline for such events is rarely precise. For all we know, Betelgeuse could explode tomorrow or continue to burning for another 100,000 years. However, Musk's recent assertions imply that something significant has changed. Perhaps new data has emerged, or certain observations haven't been fully disclosed to the public. Musk seems convinced that this is merely a random fluctuation in Betelgeuse's behavior, but rather an indication that we are on the blink of witnessing one of the universe's most powerful events. So, what can we expect in the next 2 weeks according to Musk? First, we may see Betelgeuse continue to its erratic pattern of dimming and brightening as it approaches its final collapse. If Elon Musk's prediction holds true, we could soon be witnessing the explosion itself. Should Betelgeuse go supernova, it will be visible in the night sky for weeks, perhaps even months, becoming one of the brightest objects in the night sky, possibly outshining the moon. While this spectacle could be awe-inspiring, it could also lead to potential disruptions. When a supernova occurs, it doesn't just emit light, it releases vast amount of radiation as well. Some of this radiation could reach Earth, and while the chances of causing catastrophic damage are low, it's not entirely out of the question. Gamma rays are particularly concerning because they are extremely high energy waves that can disrupt Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field. This could result in disturbances of satellite communications, GPS systems, and even electrical grids. A significant surge of gamma radiation could temporarily disable some of our technologies. Musk's assertion that the explosion could devastate parts of New York, Connecticut, and New Jersey is more sensational than what most scientists anticipate. However, his statements have captured public interest. Despite the dramatic implications, the majority of astrophysicists believe that Betelgeuse's explosion will be spectacular and won't pose a direct threat to Earth. Its considerable distance from us means that much of the radiation will dissipate before it reaching our planet. Nonetheless, the explosion could still affect our technology and perhaps more importantly, deepen our understanding of the universe. Witnessing a star go supernova in real time would be an unprecedented experience for humanity, providing a wealth of data for astronomers. This event could yield new insights into life cycles of stars. As the anticipated date for Betelgeuse's explosion approaches, telescopes worldwide will be focused on the star. Scientists are eager to gather as much data as possible, not only to validate Musk's predictions, but also to comprehend what is unfolding with Betelgeuse. This event could offer an invaluable opportunity to study the mechanics of a supernova, helping scientists redefine their models of stellar evolution. The explosion of Betelgeuse could also enhance our understanding of how supernovae contribute to the formation of elements and the birth of new stars. Let's delve what Betelgeuse explosion might mean for us. First and foremost, it's important to note that Betelgeuse is approximately 640 light-years away. While this distance may seem incredibly vast in the context of the universe, it isn't particularly close. Even when considering something as powerful as a supernova, most scientists agree that we're likely far enough away to evade any direct catastrophic destruction. That said, supernova is one of the most violent and energetic releasing events in the cosmos. When Betelgeuse does finally explode, it will unleash an immense amount of energy, enough to briefly outshine entire galaxies. This explosion will emit radiation, light, and particles at levels that are hard to comprehend. The key point here is that due to the significant distance between Betelgeuse and Earth, much of that energy Especially the more hardaceous radiation such as gamma rays will dissipate before it reaches us. However, this is where things become complicated, which is likely why Elon Musk warnings has gained so much traction. Even though we're far enough away to sidestep the worst-case scenarios, some potential risks remain. One of the major concerns is gamma rays. When a star goes supernova, it releases a considerable amount of radiation, including gamma rays, which are high-energy electromagnetic waves. If these gamma rays were to strike Earth with sufficient intensity, they could lead to serious complications. They might interact with our atmosphere in ways that could disrupt satellite communications, GPS systems, and even power grids. Musk's assertions that the explosion could create chaos in places like New York becomes more understandable when considering our heavy reliance on technology. If gamma rays interfere with our satellites or power infrastructure, we could face widespread blackouts or communication failures. Before we start panicking, it's essential to grasp the scientists generally believe Betelgeuse is not close enough to deliver a direct and lethal dose of gamma rays to Earth. The star's distance ensures that most of the harmful radiation will lose its potency before it reaches us. Nevertheless, we're not entirely out of the woods. Even if the gamma rays aren't strong enough to be fatal, they could still disrupt our technology. Satellites orbiting Earth are particularly vulnerable to cosmic radiation, and if they were to fail, we could see significant disruptions in our communications and navigation systems. Considering how many aspects of our daily lives spend on satellites, everything from GPS or our smartphones to weather forecasting and certain financial transactions are going to be affected. A sudden surge in cosmic radiation could throw these systems out of balance. Additionally, we must consider the risks posed by cosmic rays, which are high-energy particles released during a supernova. While most of these particles are deflected by Earth's magnetic field, some may penetrate our atmosphere. This could lead to increased radiation levels at the planet's surface, potentially resulting in subtle but real consequences. People who spend a lot of time at high altitudes, such as frequent flyers or astronauts, may be more exposed to this radiation. Although immediate health effects are unlikely, prolonged exposure to heightened cosmic radiation could increase cancer risks or leading to other long-term health issues. It is also worth mentioning that not all scientists agree that Betelgeuse's explosion will have a direct impact on Earth. Let me know your opinion in the comments box. If you liked the video, click the like button and subscribe to not miss our next videos.